usually intended to be game alimony, like for other income. So total gross annual income based on the monthly amount listed above. And that's 39,150.
Yes, Mark, I was gonna jump on things I'll do a bit of, but I'm gonna get off soon. I don't know, I get off.
That was his total gross annual income for 3 years. Yeah.
It's week 15 of the National Football League, and we're going to look here at All-Pro Devontae Adams. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Raiders and the Pats under the lights on Sunday night.
It was like $14 and then
Even with all the concerns along with Las Vegas scripted all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium, opened back in 2020. Tonight we got a Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play.
yeah, but see, I was so fun.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Jones looking to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Into the red zone, it's Carr.
Well, that's just the direct deposit.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Carr now to throw. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11th. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And quick throw here, that's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Now Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Off-play action. Jones. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to quite yet, just because I'm going to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him.
Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 at a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
How about our rating AFC Player of the Week? How footing it into the secondary on that run.
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Carr. And that is Carr. been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points in the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now out come the Patriots. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Jones on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded at about the 28. So a good play for a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate. Man, those numbers from last week. What do you call a game like that? Monumental? A career game?
Yeah, every one of those adjectives you can pull up. Monumental, mammoth, massive. But you also know that he wants another one just like it in this game. He doesn't plan on slowing down.
Man, if he duplicates that, that would be history. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Run! And good space to operate there as he takes this to inside the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Carr's throw there caught by Fehoko. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
No, I meant for the current island.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Should I just put that? But what did you just do last night?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Okay, and then for his address.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Silly Fehoko. Touchdown number on the season. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 13-0 first quarter lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. They've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't think you make a change. A quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner. Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas. Not an easy thing for them to do. I'm not sure how much more evidence they... If they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Carr. Oh, he bowls over him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's the best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Got his man, it's Fehoko. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at about the 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit, or offensive lineman, that makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Second and goal from inside the 5. Touchdown! Hunter Renfrow, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Hunter Renfrow who capped things off with a touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 40-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they have them on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The 40, 20, 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you are inclined to pick this as the game's signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And then, yeah, it's like just happened to me.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense has got some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing a completion.
And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And down he goes. Brought down the Raiders sack. Max Crosby in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. This may be one of the best stretches of defensive football that I've seen. I don't know about you. 5 sacks last week, 3 here in this affair.
I would agree with that, and I've enjoyed watching the skill that's gone into it. You can see the intelligence behind it as well. He's watched tape, and he's setting people up. But relentless, that's the one word that keeps coming to mind. He does not want to be denied at getting to the quarterback.
And they're not denying him. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 39. 67 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. 3rd and long, they keep it on the ground, and it pays big dividends.
Sometimes it's a surprise to the defense. 3rd and long, you expect to pass. You catch them off guard. In this case, you're exactly right. It paid huge dividends. Off and running.
And the Raiders have got him. Multiple defenders Raiders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with a... All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing now for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
117 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Carlson now to have the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
That's so loud. What is it?
You want to use soda?
Set now to kick this one away.
Reloaded your
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Jones and the Pats now with first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They're certainly played up to the top 10 defense ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 39, Carr. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Go the other way with a football. The Raiders trying on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Raiders take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look toward... Jones hit in the ball zone, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game, and you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it? Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still long way.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders get another onto that lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shot of the NFL record in a single game.
We all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Such a flirt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
You stunned me. 3rd quarter.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves. We know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st down, Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Again, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have got it on cruise control. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. throwing. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will we be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Lawrence Guy in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Carr on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The return is Jones from the end zone. New England's offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Jones. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Chandler Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. Out right to Bourne. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
There's Jones on third down. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches and have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game. Moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Carr, quick throw, it's complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Eligible receiver downfield.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown!
Simi Fehoko.
A 7-yard touchdown drive. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. So the Patriots coming out now. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for gold.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
The one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Pressure comes and down he goes. Max Crosby in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. On the slant connects with Devontae Adams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are closing in on a 14-0 record as they extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And defense delivers a score. And not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. And they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense.
I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. Out comes Devontae Adams in the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 94 now on the season. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Powering forward, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they had a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they get a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Set up down around the 15-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.